Hey there, boys and girls. Wow! Happy Friday again from the cabana. Cheers. Oh. That, boys and girls, that is a good margarita. Please, be patient. Oh, let me explain. Okay, well, first off, it's been really busy. The fetching missus and myself, we headed down to New Mexico, Santa Fe. And the reason is we wanted to see my sister. Well, okay, actually, we didn't want to see my sister. We wanted to see her boyfriend, Nick. Yeah, you've heard me mention him before. Yeah, but, see, I gotta first explain this. But we'll get into Nick later. But, margarita is a simple drink, isn't it? It's quite simple, yet so complex. All the little subtleties, the nuance can just be such an extreme range. Case in point, you would think in New Mexico, Santa Fe, of all places, I could get a good margarita. Now, mind you, I had some good margaritas, but they were not stellar. You know, the first place, it was partly my fault, I'll admit, because, you know, they prided themselves on margaritas, didn't they? So they had this whole list of all the different flavors. See, you know, this is the problem. A lot of old guys, they try doing stuff, you know, to try to sharpen their image and no, it's all about what's tried and true. A good man is a man who's solid, who's just right down to the foundation, the basics. So I did a fancy margarita, and it was fine. It was fine, but it did not have that je ne sais quoi, or the, okay, I don't know. And so went to another place, had a margarita. I think they just kind of forgot anything sweet to put in there. There was no agave syrup. There was no triple sec or Grand Marnier. It needed help. It was very sour. So that one let me down. And I had another one, and it was pretty close. It was close, but it wasn't this one. It's my second one, actually, because I have missed having a good margarita. I was really counting on that. Yeah. So anyhow, you know, because we went out to restaurants with Rita and Nick. Oh yeah, Nick. I wanted to talk about Nick. Oh, but wait a minute. When we went down there, this one, you travel these days, I don't know what happened when COVID happened. There was all kinds of supply chain problems, and they're still not out of it yet. And I think that supply chain involves, I don't know if it's mechanics, jets, pilots, or what. But going down there, I'm really fortunate that I checked the email the night before, because we had like we had to get down there at like 5 or something like that. Yeah, because we had a 7 a.m. flight. And so I checked my email the night before going to bed, just cleaning out the emails. It's 10 o'clock at night. Oh, look who emailed. My airline. American Airlines said, oh yeah, your flight's a little delayed by 5 hours. What? So we're going to miss the transfer in Dallas. Don't ask me why we got to fly through Dallas to come back over here to Santa Fe. Well, I did find out, and I'll tell you about that one too. But, so we're going to miss that transfer, and it's a good thing I checked my email, because had we just gone to the airport the next morning, we would have been hosed. But no, I called them up, and they actually were stellar. She worked with me good. She found a different flight on United that got us there, but it was through Denver. So we go to Denver on United, and we're there at Denver, and naturally, our flight is delayed to get to Santa Fe. So I text my sister, okay, we're going to be getting in late, because we had it timed to get at the airport at the same time. She and Nick are flying in from New York. We're flying in from Oregon. We're going to get there at the same time, rent a car, go to the place we're renting together, as family, as friends. No, flight delayed. And then we see, like, every freaking flight in the airport is delayed. So here's where the fetching misses. See, she was using brain power. I was just upset and drinking heavily already. So, the fetching missus noticed, hey, here's a flight that's also going to Santa Fe by United that's also delayed, because it should have already flown, but it hasn't. It's now going to fly, why, in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Let's go check it out. Well, it got even more delayed than that, thank goodness, but we went down there. Oh, can we do standby? Well, you can do standby, but there's one seat available. One of you could go on it. No, we'll just go standby. Sure enough, we got lucky, because we waited, everybody boarded the jet, we're waiting, and then finally she said, if this last person doesn't show, I got 2 seats for you and you can get on. And when the fetching missus was talking to her, I knocked down this lady that looked like she was in a hurry over to our gate. She might not have been, but all I know is that we got on that flight. And we made it to Santa Fe and got there at the same time. So it was great. It was great. So we all leave together. So, here's why you just don't fly directly into Santa Fe, because that's the smallest airport I have ever been in. There's, like, when we flew back out, oh, and here's another story, but before I get to that story, when we flew back out today, when we got here, because I'm actually filming this a day early because we got to go to the coast and be with the pretend grandkids, but that's another story. So we get to the airport, and it's this tiny little building. I've never been in such a small airport. There's only one jet that can make it to that place. You walk in, you go up to the counter, you show them that you get on the flight, you go through the little TSA security guard that's half asleep, and then you go out there and walk out and climb up the ladder onto the jet. It's a very small airport. They don't have a bunch of flights going in there. I'm telling you. So we got onto that jet this morning. Pause, I need a drink. We get on that jet. This one, it's back to the original airline, American Airlines. We're going to Dallas. We get to Dallas, land, because I didn't know what gate we're going to be at yet. Flip on the phone after we land. Okay, gate D33. Great. We got quite a bit of time. Let's go to the lounge, where the upper society goes. So we go to the lounge. Oh, but wait, I see the sign out there, that has all the deals. The gate has changed. I felt the phone vibrate like I'd gotten a message. Sure enough, there's my message. The gate has changed. No longer D33, we're now in D1. Okay, we can do this, but the lounge is over at D25 or something like that. So that's fine, we still got time, even though the fetching missus is dealing with GBS and we didn't bring a wheelchair. We make it there, we just know we gotta leave a little bit early to make it to D1. And we're sitting there on the lounge. Phone vibrates. I take a look at it. Oh, it's been moved. It's been moved to D22. Luck, fortune. Would you not believe it? Of course you wouldn't believe it, because sure enough, we're there in the lounge. We can leave later. So I get a little bit more food and another drink, and the phone vibrates again. No. We're gonna move it to, where did we move it to? A37. So now we got to leave a little bit extra early because we got to get on that shuttle thing, because Dallas Airport's so big. We go all the way over to A. We get there to A37. Well, there's going to be a delay. So that's all right. We're waiting. Well, wait. No, the delay is going to be a little bit longer. We just got another thing. Finally, they say, well, we can't seem to get the air conditioner to work in this jet, so we're going to send you over to gate C15. So now everybody's just crowd going through this airport and back on the shuttle and back over to C15. Well, obviously we did make it onto the jet, but you gotta admit, that's just kind of crazy. I don't know what is going on with airlines and airports these days. Everyone, I'll tell you this much: the pilot was swell. The what do you call them now? You got to be politically correct. You can't say the steward or the stewardess, right? Even though he was a steward, he was a great guy. Charles was his name, and he was marvelous. Here's to you, Charles. So we had a great flight coming back once we finally got on a flight at the right gate. It was just crazy. Only for a few days. Let's see. There was something else I was going to mention. I can't remember. Anyhow, happy Friday, boys and girls. Cheers. It was Nick! Nick! That's right, that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah, Nick's a good guy. Happy Friday, boys and girls.